What's up, party people? Thank you for joining us for another edition of Love Life, the show where we talk about love, dating, relationships, and everything in between. I'm your host and inquisitor, TonI Belafonte, and I ask the questions we all want the answers to. So let's get right to it. This week's episode on relationship pet peeves.
Love is a risk, and I'm ready to take it. Ask Tiny for advice, now my love amazing. Plus we busy saving, till death do us part. I remember first date, long walk in the park. That's when I knew you had the keys to my heart. That's when I knew you could ignite me from the start. So now we got a love life. Tell me what your love like. Watching LoveLife so that we could get our love right.
Love life, 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 love life. So, do you prefer yourself single or in a relationship? Sabora, do we like ourselves in relationships or single?
And relationship.
In a relationship.
Single.
I prefer to be in a relationship. It's really nice to come home and have that.
Well, I'm married. I prefer to be single, but I can't talk about it anymore because I'm married.
In a relationship.
But if I gotta come home and I gotta start cleaning up around you or stuff like that, yeah, it's like, okay, I could have just stayed out a little longer.
At this current moment, I'm more comfortable being single.
Why? And why is that?
I love it. I'm very introverted, and it's great to have somebody that I can always go to if I need anything.
So I like dating people. I definitely want to have romantic partners, but I'm at a place in my life right now where I don't really want like the codependency that immediately emerges in monogamy.
Fun. It's fun. Yeah. It's fun to be single.
Because you have a team.
Because we're both introverted, like we just mesh together so well. So
I mean, what's the point if you can't share it with someone?
So I'm kind of just open to exploring love, like connections with people. Definitely open to love, but not like relationships in the traditional, like we just make our whole lives about each other type of sense.
I like being single, but I'm open to always finding that special someone that could really like crack my head, make me feel like a light bulb just lit all the time.
Quality time, cuddling, watching some TV, just some nice conversation. Like,
it's so good to come home and talk to somebody and just relax. When it's a very hard day at work, you get somebody and give you a nice massage on your feet, on your shoulders, on your head, and prepare the meal. It's just fantastic.
I love it. That's what your relationships are like. What am I doing? What is your longest relationship?
My longest relationship was about 1.5 years.
6 years now. This is our honeymoon.
Yeah. 5 years this July.
Oh my gosh, when is the wedding?
1 year and 3 months.
What do you think the best part of being single is?
Not have to worry about it, what anybody said. I do whatever the hell I want.
I can do who and what I want.
Was there anything about yourself that you thought that once you got into a relationship, like someone would freak out about? Like when you were single, you were like, oh my God, if I had a boyfriend, he would totally hate this about me.
I'm random, so I have like spur of the moment burst of energy. So I thought that would freak him out at first. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, I've always had a small penis and I always had a hot chick.
But just like my burst of energy that I get at like random times.
So it'd be like 12:30 in the morning, y'all laying in bed, eating popcorn, you just pop up.
And ice cream. So yeah, absolutely.
Really? You scream?
Yes, absolutely. It's a random thing, but yes.
Anything I'm like too open and like too just clear about and like direct about things. And like I want to be having like deep intellectual conversations. I don't like boring small talks. A lot of people bore me. I think if anything, that's like an obstacle for me. Maybe it's whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
So you like more of an intellect? What's they call that? Sapiosexual.
I'm a small person, small framed person. And you get into a relationship and you're looking good, you're smelling good, whatever the case may be. But then when you have those intimate moments, you start worrying, And so, yeah, those things do.
Like, am I enough?
Exactly.
I'm super bossy. Yeah, I'm really bossy. I know what I like. I know how I like things done. And I thought that it would drive whoever I ended up with up the wall.
Dave, did that drive you up the wall? Or?
No, that's why I'm marrying her. If she didn't tell me what she wanted all the time, I probably would not trust her as much. So I love it. Yeah.
That's interesting. One of our Love Life viewers actually wrote in and they asked, why are men turned off by assertive women, but you aren't? But why do you think most men are?
Maybe they find it threatening or they don't know how to handle like understanding that kind of information from someone or from another human. I actually honestly don't know. That's something that's been one of my things, is that I'm really blunt and really appreciate when people are blunt with me and what they want. And so I thought people wouldn't like that. So this works out pretty great.
Maybe some of them are like more insecure.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, like, it doesn't say anything about me when she tells me what she wants and what she's feeling. It's information, so I don't really know why that would be a bad thing.
I love that. You guys are so like amazing. I just want to like. Relationship pet peeves. Do you have any? Do we have any relationship pet peeves?
Relationship pet peeves. You're gonna get me in trouble, y'all.
Just be upfront.
Not being completely honest. And I'm an open book, very open book. So I need honesty right off the bat.
I feel like most people at a certain time get very comfortable, and that's where it all began.
So like the guy starts leaving his socks around.
That was my number one pet peeve. Like, yes, absolutely.
Just when she's acting lazy. She's Mexican. They're supposed to work hard, but when she's lazy, it really pisses me off.
I just don't like loud people. If you're like overly loud for no reason.
When David is happy, he sings opera. Very loudly.
For no reason at all, I hate that shit.
I don't like that either. Are you from the Caribbean?
Yes.
Exactly. I'm Jamaican. So, and that was like a thing in the house. Like, you can't be too loud. Stop being so loud. Stop being so loud.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
As I'm loud on the mic. What about you? Do you have any relationship pet peeves? And it may not have been with Luke. Maybe it was a previous relationship or a friendship or...
Well, we don't have this problem, but communication. All of that hiding stuff, I'm not really into it. I'd rather just be open and honest, and I am, and either you take it or you don't. So just being open to communication, that's a big thing for me. I hate that.
Smoking weed.
Ooh.
Yeah, because of the smell. I know it's a little bit annoying.
I get that. What about you?
When he chews with her mouth open, I think.
I chew with my mouth open. No.
Yes. The gum, yes. And do a bubbles when I hate it in public.
Yeah, bubbles with the, yeah.
Noise. That's what you're doing. Yeah.
I mean, I think my pet peeve is just like someone who just always wants to be texting, like always wants like this like constant communication, just because like they gets like annoyed if a text isn't responded to immediately. Like our generation is so like unable to get away from their phones, and they just need this like constant validation that like we're all just like addicted to it. And I like to like put it away and just try to like be in the moment. So people like that, like it's not a good thing for me.
That's pretty valid pet peeve. So do you rather pick up the phone and call?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I'll text just to make arrangements. Like I'll text someone to make plans. So like, all right, we're meeting here at this time, but I'm definitely gonna like call you, pick up the phone. My friends, like we stay in touch. Yeah, we sometimes get on the phone after a few months and be talking for like hours. And I think it's the same thing with like a romantic partner. Like you really want to talk to me, like pick up the phone and let's talk. But don't be like, I don't care about how many emojis you're gonna send me. I'm not gonna like type out, spend all this effort to type out some like serious shit going on with me. It's like, well, let's talk. But yeah.
Meanwhile, women are sending paragraphs and paragraphs of text messages when we have a problem. We're like, you're gonna read this. Some guys are like, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading it. And we get so upset when you don't read our text messages, like our lengthy 3-page text messages. You need to read them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll read it, but don't expect like a 3-page response. You know what I'm saying? Be like,
2-word response.
Call me. Call me. We'll talk. Like, yeah, I don't know.
For you?
I mean, she's annoying because she doesn't have any annoying things.
I think the most that I hate the most are 3. Blaming on somebody else, on me, on the date, coming late all the time, and lies.
Ooh, yeah, those are really good ones. I mean, the late thing, I'm like always late. Like I think I have a date now and I'm actually gonna be late.
Not good.
But doesn't the smile make up for it?
No, the sun is gonna set. You were gonna miss the sunset. The sunset is romantic.
It is, but we were gonna meet at 8:30 anyway. It's like 8:17 and somehow I gotta get home, get showered, and I don't know, get ready for this date.
The sunset is gonna set.
The sun's gonna set on my love life is basically what he's telling me. Would you change anything about yourself in the relationship?
Don't volunteer information. Like when you're young, sometimes you want to spill it all out. Don't do that. That's not wise.
For me, try not to be as talkative. I like to talk a lot, even though I'm an introvert. I talk a lot to him. So probably being able to just calm down and enjoy the quietness for a while, definitely.
Enjoy those quiet moments. Yeah. What about you, Luke?
Me, I wouldn't change anything. I don't know. I'll probably like stop playing so much games, and like answer my phone and her text messages when she texts me. But yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Not in our relationship. No. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I have insecurities and flaws of my own that I will continue to work on.
Anything that you feel like you would change about yourself in a relationship?
I think a lot of like people that I talk to my age in the first relationship they end up in, it's like they're not really serious about setting boundaries, making sure that things are clear in terms of like what you're cool with, what you're not cool with, like maintaining that level of independence. And so I think after that first one, you just know like what you're not going to take, and you can be much more clear about like your needs and be much more like cognizant of what other people's needs are as well.
This is a Love Life viewer question. So we get questions from our viewers, and this is one of them. Why do people get in relationships and think that they can change the person?
Yeah, that's a huge pet peeve.
I'm not quite sure why, because I feel like it's not your job to change another person. It's that person's job to grow. It's that person's job to change themselves.
If you're young, really young, you can think that. But once you are a certain level of experience, then you're going to know you can't change no one.
I think some people like the thought of being able to make someone how they want their partner to be.
For me, I think that they initially fall in love with how the person looks and the physical aspect, and then they want that person to be everything and more, and sometimes that person just can't be what they want them to be. So
they can't live up to that expectation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The only one you can change is yourself. And my thing is, if you really care about this person and you really love this person and you really want to go somewhere with it, then you have to learn how to work with yourself. Work with yourself, and that's going to help the relationship.
Such great advice. Tina, you are amazing.
Is one thing that I've learned throughout my experiences, because I definitely struggled with that a lot. What could I do to change this person, or be frustrated about it? Life is too short for frustration. Get away with it. Move on. Like, worry about yourself, because if you don't know yourself, you're not going to be anywhere in a relationship.
Tell it, girl. Tell it. Thank you. Love life, 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 love is life, love life, love life, love life. That's a good one. Okay, on social media, is it okay for someone in a relationship to have conversations that usually happen only in the DM with someone else? If he's in a relationship, a committed relationship, do you think it's okay for him to have conversations with other women on social media?
Oh no, for me it's never okay.
Well, it depends on what the conversations are.
Stuff that's always like stuff that's in the DM.
If he's doing that, then he better be open to his partner doing the same thing.
Well, we know he's not going to be okay with it.
So then why is he doing it?
So he says, well, she's not even in the city. She doesn't even live here. She lives 200 miles away. We just friends. We just talk sometimes.
And you both are on social media? He's crazy.
Well, we could rationalize just about anything. I see that as a rationalization. I'm not buying that. I'm not going to bite into that.
That's what I'm talking about. So you put your foot down. Let it be known. Woman, no private conversations in the DM.
Yeah, let them know where you're coming from immediately,
My DMs are closed. I don't let anybody talk to me unless it's family or friends, so I don't have that problem. But no, definitely not for me.
If I found something, I'd be really not very okay with that. But if I knew, then that would be okay, because it would communication.
If it's an open relationship, fine. If it's just, keeping that spark, if that helps you keep your spark in an open relationship, fine. But you're going on a different route and, you're really talking serious, like, no, what's the point? Like, no, definitely pet peeve. Like, no way.
Yeah, same. I don't really talk to anybody. Like, who the am I talking to? I'm not talking to nobody.
So it's not okay. Stop it. If you're doing it, stop it. No DM private conversations when you're in a relationship.
Definitely not at all, no.
Is it okay for a man to like sexy pics on social media?
I mean, do men look at Playboy and all that? I mean, that goes back centuries with carvings of, or even paintings in other cultures where you have paintings depicting intimate situations.
So it's the same visual stimulation.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah.
I can dig it.
And men biologically are particularly visual. Yeah.
So with that, do you believe that you should promote your relationship on social media?
Absolutely not.
I think it feels nice to show people that you love this person. It's flattering. It feels really nice. I don't need that from him. But it's nice when I, look on my social media and he's posted a picture of me.
I think if like we're both comfortable with each other and we just want to share what we did today and whatever the case may be, yeah, that's fine. But if it's like every time I turn around and you're, promoting something and I'm not aware of it or vice versa, then I don't know, I'm a little leery about it. So I guess it can go both ways.
I just do it more for her. I know she likes it. But I don't know. I think people can kind of tell when you're not being genuine about it.
Do you think people should promote their relationships on social media?
I do. I don't feel the need to validate my relationship saying like in a relationship with Luke on Facebook. Like that's just me.
Until you're married.
Exactly. And then the last name changes. Yes.
Yeah, I think promoting your relationship is fine on social media, as long as it's not like to the point where it's like, oh, you're overextending that perception and you're trying to create something else like on social media. So it's just like, just live in the moment and just be you in your relationship. Fuck other people.
So if you have a communication issue with your partner and you're like, okay, how can we fix this? How do you approach them about it? Do you sit them down? Do you go out on a date? Do you do it in the bed, pillow talk?
I think anytime that something's bothering you and something comes up, then you can just say it.
So if you're out at a gala and you're like, I did not like...
But I mean, like, if something's bothering you, bookmark it and be like, we're talking about this later,
And then do you do that thing? Because I know there's like techniques where you kind of like make them something good to eat, or maybe you give them a massage. Do you do anything like that, or are you just like a straight shooter?
Straight shooter. Yeah, don't need all that. Don't need the frills.
All right. Do you have any relationship advice, being married and all?
Don't voluntarily tell a man a history if you feel your history has too many chapters.
Well, you got to find somebody who's just like you. And my wife is over here in her underwear too, so.
Something's starting to rub me the wrong way. That's like, like less watts. I'm getting less juice. The lights start to dim.
I love that. Energize. Relationships is about energizing your partner. That is so beautiful. How insightful was that? Communication seems to be the answers to all relationship woes. I'm TonI Belafonte, and thank you so much for watching another edition of Love Life. If you have a question you want to be featured on the show, tweet me. Your question could end up on the next episode. Don't forget, love is life and life is love. Till next time. Love life, 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 love is life.